What is up, guys? It is Bucky and welcome to your 23rd Objective-C tutorial. And in this tutorial we're going to be learning a little more about classes and taking a break from the if-else statement because, I mean, come on, it was getting kind of boring. So why are we going to learn more about classes and what else is there to learn? Well, before, whenever we made a class in a program with interface and implementation section, we put it all in one big file. But I showed you how to do this because that's the easiest, simplest way. But when you're programming in the programming world, no one ever does this. They always break up the interface, the implementation, and the main program into three separate files. Why? Because it's easier when you work with large programs, and if you're building any program at all that's useful, this is what you need to do. So let's go ahead and go back to the very bare bones, and what we're going to be doing is taking that program that we built before, if you remember from like tutorial 5 or 6, and we're going to be splitting it up into different files, and I'm going to show you how. So let's go ahead and create a new Xcode project right here, and what we want to do is, of course, we want to go to new project application right over here. Make sure you have that selected, and then once you do, go ahead and click command line tool right here, and then make sure this is on foundation, and now go ahead and click choose right here, and I'm gonna name my project like Bucky test 2 because I already have a Bucky test. So go ahead and save this, and now you see if you click on Bucky test 2.m, we already have the simple program inserted for us. So this is going to be the file Bucky. Let me scroll down here. Bucky test2.m that we're going to have our main method and run our main program. But like I said, this is only one of the files we're going to be using. We also need those two other files I was talking about. So what we're going to do is go up, and I know you guys can't see this, and I don't really feel like messing with my screen recorder, but at the top menu bar that's out of view at the where it says Apple Xcode File Edit View, go ahead and File and click New File. And then once you click New File, this thing pops up. So what you want to do here is under Mac OS X, go ahead and click Cocoa Class Objective-C Class subclass of NS Object, and then go ahead and click Next right there because we're going to want to create a new class, which is pretty much a new file. Now for our file name, before, in case you forgot from it was many tutorials ago, I named it person because we created person object. And it says when you create person M, also create person H. And by the way, person H is the interface and person M is the implementation. So with Bucky test 2, that's the main one. Person H, this is going to be the interface, and person M, this is going to be implementation. So if you go ahead and click finish right here, you see, and by the way, go ahead and click source so you can see all your files. If you select only one of these, then you only see one of them. Go ahead and click source, and then it shows you all your files. So now in your same directory, you have person.h, person.m, and Bucky test2.m. Again, person.h, this is where we're going to put the interface. Person.m, this is where we're going to implement it. And Bucky test2.m, this has your main method which you need to run your program. So go ahead and click source, and under your source, I guess we can go ahead and do person.h first. And now you can see that you have all of this code with these comments, and this gives you a nice little place to put your interface. First problem we have off the bat, we need to change this Cocoa since this isn't a Cocoa application. We need to change this to foundation and foundation.h, and it automatically filled in the other .h for me. Not cool, man. Not cool. So what we have now is under person.h, you can see right here, we can begin making the interface. Now I'm not going to go over everything that's in the interface because I did in tutorial 5 or 6 or something, but we have an int age in there, and these are the properties of a person. And we have an int weight. So after we have our variables, we write what methods we want. Well, let's go ahead and put void, and we have a method called print, and then void, and then we have a method called set age, and this takes a argument of int a, and what we're going to be doing is later on is passing it in a value called a and setting it equal to age. And let's just go ahead, oh, I won't copy that, I'm not that lazy. Void set weight, there we go. And this has an argument that's int, of course, and it takes w, and what this does is set the weight. So for our interface, what we need to do is, first of all, delete this because it's ticking me off. Way too much comments. What we do is import foundation.h, and for our variables, make sure you have age and weight, and for your three methods that we're going to be implementing later, make sure you have a print, set age, and set weight with arguments of a and w as integers. So that's all I have for you guys for now. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next tutorial.